everyone, I'm Yorikani. Me and my teammates have made something really special. We have made predictive motive. So what is predictive motive? Well, whenever your vehicle breaks down, whenever your vehicle is going through a bad motor or needs an engine oil change, you never really know about it until you go on and check it by yourself. But let's be honest, not many people on a daily basis or even a weekly basis go on to check how their vehicle parts are doing unless you really love your vehicle like me and my teammates. Okay. So instead of finding out your vehicle has broken down on the highway when you're traveling with your family, or instead of finding it out when you have to reach an important meeting, let's say what if you always had a dashboard, an analytical board that informs you how good your vehicle is performing, how good the vehicle engine is, when does it need an oil change. It constantly goes through each and every single part of your vehicle to make sure it is at its top notch perfect behavior that it can be. So that is what predictive motive here exactly does. Now, predictive motive using certain sensors, it goes through the vibration patterns of the vehicle. It also goes through the amplitudes, the frequencies, the surface temperature, these several factors, and it adds up these factors. For example, let's say the engine has a hole in it or the engine has a crack in it. When engine has a crack in it, it makes a specific kind of vibration that's different from the normal vibration that it usually makes. Now this vibration helps us identify, okay, something is wrong with the vehicle. So instead of letting the crack get larger and you finally figuring out about it when it becomes an issue you can't really put aside, here predictive motive gives you updates on it. Here, I sense there is a crack here. I sense you need an engine oil change because the temperature is too high. Or I sense your ball bearings or your nuts and bolts are a bit loose because of the frequency of the vehicle. So here, this is what it exactly does. It goes through your vehicle on set intervals. These intervals are determined by a refresh rate. On these set intervals, it goes through every single vibration, temperature, everything of your vehicle to make sure everything is doing good. Now you can set how much refresh rate you want in this. You can set I want it to refresh every 35 seconds. Then it will see how the vehicle is doing every 35 seconds. Or if you want to set to 60 seconds, it will see how the vehicle is doing every 60 seconds. Then it shows you an analytical board here of how the vehicle is probably pretending or it is going on. So here we have a sample data set that we generated by ourselves. We generated this data set on December 30th, as you can see. Here you can also adjust the history window. Like you can see how many before instances of the vehicle you want to see. So if you're ready to 10 instances, you can see the last 10 times the system scanned your vehicle and see how it's performing. Or if you want 147 instances, you can see the last 147 instances and see where it dips down, where it went high. So you can also predict what kind of scenarios or what kind of situation your vehicle goes through where its performance goes down. Now, here you come to the diagnostics board. The diagnostics board basically shows you the vibrations and frequency I told you about and how worse those things are. The more higher the bar graph is towards the right, the more worse the situation is. The more higher the bar graph is towards the left, it means the situation is it's at a top-notch condition. So here you can also do a posting if you want to immediately see how your vehicle is doing instead of waiting for an instant. You can do a posting. Then here you can see the amount of warnings you have gotten, like how much confident your system will perform. So we use agentic AI and machine learning languages to actually go through these vibrations and give a prediction. Okay, these are the vibrations that I'm feeling in this vehicle. So these are the probable things that could happen, or 90% sure nothing will happen to you. Have a safe trip. So yeah, it also shows you the last update when you had the last update. Then if you come down here, there will be a collection of reports about each and every single instance it took and what you need to be worrying about. Now, let's go on to see the back end of the system. Neeraj, can you please pull up the back end of the web platform that we have made?
Thank you, Danny. The backend part of this code will be explained by me. This is the file structure of our project. In this folder, there will be the agent reside, and this is the main app functions, and this is the basic data sets, uh, database, and the main dashboard py. These are simple data generator for our software. We currently don't own a car and the hardware to collect real-time data from hard car. So we are generating the data through these files, and in artifacts folders the models and the features will be stored, and it will be later called by the predict agent. Here prediction agent will call the ML to identify is there any risk or not, and then it will produce. Thank you.